Hey everybody, it's Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you doing? This is Thursday evening. I keep thinking that it's Saturday, pretty much because I have slept all day, all evening, and it's actually night. It's like 10:31. I woke up a couple hours ago, told my friend I was going to tape. Her and I were gonna crochet together. And it's literally I needed to take a shower and tape, and I would be maybe about an hour or so. It's literally been about 2 hours because, as everybody told me, I'd been up for days because of my pain, and they said when I crashed I was going to crash, and I crashed hard. I was not allowing myself to crash. I think I could have crashed a day or two sooner, but I had doctor's appointments and things. Like, I had another extraction on a tooth extraction yesterday. It's actually where I've had a tooth out before, and I had a root that was growing in. We thought it was two. We thought that he'd have to take two out, that one was coming out of one side and one the other. But when he got in there, well, he took an x-ray, and he knew there were two roots in there. But he said he'd only be taking one out because the other one is embedded deep into the bone. And he's like, that'll cause more problems than we want, so we're just going to take out the one. And he told me it was the one that was over on the outer side. Well, after he took it out, he's like, put your tongue around there. How does that feel now? Because anytime my tongue would hit it, it would hurt. The one side on the inside, I hadn't been doing that. I've been having that one forever, and it didn't hurt like that. Um, I had went to somebody else with my prior dentist who did my surgeries. Because I guess how it used to be with dentists, you were a dentist, you did regular work, and then you were a specialist where people would come to you for root canals and this and that, a surgeon, and your doctor would send you, your regular dentist would send you to the surgeon. Now I guess it's a little bit more like pharmacy because there was just the basic pharmacist before, and then there was a doctorate in pharmacy, and you could do more, you could teach, you could do so much more, you could work in um, my brain doesn't want to think, in studies and things like that if you had your doctorate. And most pharmacies want their highest, pharmacist to be a pharmacist with a doctorate, and you help patients out more with their meds because you know more about the meds, than the doctors do, and things like that. Well, there was a time when you could go to school for basic pharmacy, or you could go longer to get your doctorate, and then they've changed things. Basically, now you go for your doctorate. There isn't really a basic program anymore. And they were changing that when I was in pharmacy school years and years ago. And who knows, things may have changed now. But I think, and nobody's told me this, but what it seems like to me is there are more and more dentists who, quote, do it all. You can go in, and I know at my new dentist, after my other dentist retired, this one can do root canals, where my other one would not do root canals. He had to send me away. Um, I do believe I can get IV treatment where I could be put out if I needed to, this or get gas, or all the different things. And I asked if they did implants, and he said yes. So he does everything. And I know he's got a guy who, when I had my root canal before with him, they do the partial crown there in his office, and he has a guy who has his own. They have a lab downstairs where they do this. The guy who does it, and he comes up when you're sitting in the chair after you've had it done, and he will match the color of your teeth to the partial crown that he's gonna put on it. Well, when I had it done at the specialists, they had to send away, and I had to come back weeks later. Where at this doctor, I got my partial crown the same day. I didn't have to wait a week or two just to get the partial crown, and then even longer to get the regular crown. So it's like really nice to have it all, in the same place. So anyway, I went yesterday to have the root out, thinking that it was just going to take it out on the one side. And actually, what it was the root was coming up and it must have split because it's what was on both sides. So it's nice to have it out. I hear myself speaking with a lisp. So if you hear my S's sounding different, I apologize. I have a lot more space right now. Hopefully, once it heals up, it won't be that bad. I didn't even realize it was that bad until a couple minutes ago. And it may sound worse to me than it does to you. I have a lot more work that needs to be done in my mouth, and I am not happy about that. When I asked the doctor why, because I mean, since I was a little girl, I went to the dentist every 6 months, brush, floss my teeth, do all the things that you're supposed to do. And now it's like starting about, let me see, COVID was how many years ago now? 19, 20, 21, 22, 3 to 4 years ago. So starting about 7 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, I went in one day, needed a root canal, and then needed another one like a couple months later, and then needed another one by the end of the year. And your insurance only covers so much. So unfortunately, on one of them, because I had to wait to get the crown on the second one until after the new year began for it to be covered and I wouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg. I had to wait for my third root canal, and then my second one that was done, the tooth ended up cracking and splitting, and they had to pull it out. So there was all the money for that root canal wasted because they might as well have pulled it to begin with. Because since I didn't get the partial crown put on in time, it broke and cracked and all of that. So it's kind of like, to me, a crapshoot when you're dealing with insurance and major things that need to be done because it only insurance only covers so much in a year. Once you hit that threshold, they will not cover it anymore. So you either have to pay out of pocket or you have to wait until the next year when you have more insurance. So I have all of this stuff that I need to have done. They did 18 x-rays yesterday. It's like I was a brand new client because basically my doctors were telling me not to go to anybody, the dentist, the eye doctor, anybody, unless I absolutely had to. And to stay in, I've, everybody's been out of quarantine for a while, except for me. I've still been quarantined for quite a bit because of my health. And, I was only going to doctor's appointments every once in a while. We might go to the store or something. My husband might, take me because he knows that I need to get out of his house, you know, but I didn't get to go to the dentist when I needed some work done before because they didn't want me going because they were afraid that I might pick something up. So, I mean, tooth broke. I had to go. It hurt so bad. And now I'm like, okay, I've got all of this stuff. He went through, I need a cleaning before he will know for sure what all needs to be done. But he went through and checked every tooth yesterday. I want to say I only have maybe 4 teeth that don't need something done to them that's left in my mouth. Maybe 5. So many teeth. Now, some of the things are like I have 2 teeth that I've had ever since I was a little girl that have little buckles in them. Um, they grew in that way, but now they're a problem because before they could be cleaned out, and now they don't want to be cleaned out. And it hurts more. And I've had problems with gum issues, but I have been using a new toothpaste, which has been helping that. And I used to have like more tartar than most people, and I don't have that as much anymore, but I mean, I still have quite a bit of tartar, and since they haven't been cleaned in over a year, I can't wait. I go in next month. I cannot wait to have them actually cleaned and see how they feel. I mean, this toothpaste that I use makes it feel like they're cleaned, except for the fact that I have buildup that I need to get off. I have gotten some instruments, and my doctor was very happy when we discussed this yesterday. I have my Sonicare toothbrush, which I've been using for years. I have, I need to get a water pick, but I can't afford one right now. As y'all know, limited budget and that, but I need to figure out how to get one. I did get, when I couldn't go to the dentist and to try and help with my tartar buildup on Amazon, I was looking at all their different, dental things and stuff. And you can get the little picky pick thing like they use and scrape. And I didn't want that because I know me, I'd be jabbing myself in the gum all the time. They have this electric instrument, and it's in the other room, so I don't know the name of it, but it is shaped. It's not the real thin, with the poke, where they poke into your gum to see how deep and all of that and clean your tartar off. But it looks almost like a teardrop, and it's metal, and it vibrates when you turn it on, and it will get up in there close enough, and it will take off tartar. I've used it not as much as I should because I was scared to try and use it at first. I thought it was going to hurt, and actually, it doesn't hurt that bad. And it will take, if you use it a lot, it will take the tartar off, and it's really cool because I've never had anything that I can take the tartar off myself with. So I have that to use now too. But yeah, I really need to invest in a water pick, and so I need to be watching them and see when they go on sale. And we are not here to talk dentistry and all of that. We are here to flip through the Crochet World. And this is Crochet World April 2023. So let's get going, okay? And I know it's a little bit darker in here. I didn't turn the other light on. It was bothering me. So bear with me. This is 21 Springtime Patterns to Stitch, Crochet World, America's favorite crochet magazine. Build colorful pieces with granny stripes. Images in crochet, 5 fun techniques, and delicate pastel thread projects. Here's the table of contents. Looks like there's a table runner. There's always a nice table runner. I wish I had a table that I needed a table runner for. We have a long table. I may just make one of these days just because I want one. Not that we have family over or anything. Nobody else is going to see it, but because I want one. Okay, there's an article in here on how to read a crochet pattern. I want to see what it says here real quick. I don't think a week goes by that someone doesn't say to me, I love to crochet, but I can't read the patterns. I usually politely ask them when they are playing on the internet if they know what the abbreviations LOL, laughing out loud, and BRB, be right back mean. They always do. Just like using abbreviations on the internet, abbreviations are used in patterns to make the written pattern shorter, and in truth, although we may not realize it, we want those abbreviations used. Be honest. Would you want to open Crochet World magazine and discover there were only 4 patterns inside? By using abbreviations, patterns can be shortened enough that numerous fantastic designs can be included in every issue. Compare the 2 pattern rows below. Row 1, chain 4, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, double crochet in the next chain, single crochet in the last chain turn, in parentheses 3 stitches. And all that's written out in this one. And then row 1, and this one's chain with the number 4, SC for single crochet in this second chain from hook, double crochet in next chain, single crochet in last chain turn, 3 stitches. That one was using all abbreviations. Although both rows tell you to do the exact same thing, the first way is twice as long as the second way. Okay. Memorize a few abbreviations. And then it gives a list of abbreviations. Step 2, learn what parentheses, brackets, and asterisks are instructing you to do. And it tells you about what all of those do. I'm not going to read all of this. I just wanted to see what they say in here. Because I know what I tell people when they ask me. I don't get as in-depth as know your abbreviations and stuff because I figure that people know them already. And that's all they tell you is to know what those things mean. Oh, continued on page 18. Because then there's a pattern. Let's see what they say on page 18. I want to see if they give the main advice that I give. That's why I'm doing this really quick. You see brackets, for instance. As it may seem, that is basically all there is to reading a pattern. Now that you have learned how to read a pattern, try out your new skills by creating the lovely beginner's Primavera wrap. See pattern on page 8. Okay, all they do is tell you to know your abbreviations and to know what the parentheses mean, which parentheses are used to separate information from actual stitch instructions, and know what your brackets mean. And brackets are used when pattern instructions are to be repeated. And know your asterisks. And in an asterisk, like brackets, tell you how many times to repeat the given instructions. Basically, what I tell people when they come to me, like when my best friend was having issues reading patterns, she knew her abbreviations, she knew how to read the repeats and that, having a really hard time reading the pattern. I tell everybody, read it out loud to yourself. Read it as though you were picking up a book and reading it out loud. Read what the abbreviations are as you look at them. Just have it come out and read it to yourself. If you can read it to yourself, then you will know what you're going to do. So for me, it's just as easy as that. So if anybody has issues with reading patterns and you want help, I will help you. I've been reading a pattern since I was like 7 years old. So for me, it's super simple by now. But I know when you first start out, it's not that simple. So I also, being a tech editor, I have to know how to read a pattern in order to edit a pattern. So again, if any of you guys ever have any questions, please ask. If you get this magazine and you have issues with it, read what they say because all of that is great advice. But the thing that I would add to their advice is read it out loud to yourself. Because sometimes it's all in how you read it that makes it seem like there's something wrong. Read a comma as a comma, just as you would in a book. So, yeah, that's my advice. And let's get to number 1 because this is beautiful. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is called the Primavera Wrap. Look at that. See that? It's done in pastels. Here it is on this side. I'm going to go turn that other light on because I do need it. I will be right back. Okay, there we go. Much more light. Now you guys can see it better. There it is, long like that. Isn't that gorgeous? That is simply gorgeous. Get it closer so you can see the stitches. I'm not as worried about you guys reading stuff as much today. I want you to be able to see the pictures. I just think that is beautiful. I have a what am I starting on here in the next couple days? A shawl. I'm gonna make a shawl for myself. I've never had one for myself. But I'm really liking this wrap. There's a wrap that my friend and I also got. We just got the pattern for that is gorgeous and I really want to make. And now that I'm looking at this, I want to make this one too. I have at least 4 or 5 wraps that I really, really want to make. And I want to make them all for myself. You know what? Why not? People can have different wraps that they wear that are all theirs, right? I want to see what this is made out of. Materials. Premier Butterfly Light. That makes sense. Premier Butterfly lightweight acrylic yarn. And they use 2 cakes of Meadow. And Meadow is one of my favorites. I thought there was more yellow in Meadow though. I thought Meadow had green and yellow and white. But this looks like it's just green, blue, and pink, and a peachy color, and white. It's absolutely beautiful. I love pastels. I am a pastel person. Oh, these are so cute. I'm going to have to make some of these. Oh my goodness. I wonder if these could work as cat toys. Granny turtles. Look at those. Oh my, aren't those cute? Those are darling. Oh, those are darling. Oh, I love them. I'm going to have to make some. Definitely going to have to make some. And this is a under armchair pocket. I like that too. I may have to make one of those for my husband for his chair. And when I start, when we bring the other chair up here, I may have to make one for me too, for the other side. On one side, I'll have my craft cart that he got me, and then I could use this on the other side. I like that. That's a nice one. It's not like most of them that I see that have a ton of pockets. It just has the one big pocket. I really, really like that. Yarning under the basic single crochet and half double crochet gives these simple stitches a unique texture. The tighter stitches formed by the maneuver also makes for a sturdy fabric perfect for an armchair cover. I do. I really, really like that. And what did they use? Premier Dottie Light. I've never heard of Premier Dottie. Oh, another wrap. Oh, this is so pretty. Done in one of my mom's favorite colors. Tulip wrap. It's a pretty teal color. It looks like it's a chevron pattern. They must call it a tulip because of the dangles with the little tulips on the bottom. I would rather personally see one that has like tulips that's made into the wrap. I love it when there's designs. Like my friend's making one right now that has hearts in it. So gorgeous. So, so gorgeous. And here, in time for Easter, bunny and carrots. That is a different looking bunny. I don't know if I've ever seen one quite like that. Cute carrots and a coordinating rabbit welcome spring in whimsical style. Make a bunch in different colors and give them as sweet springtime gifts. I like those. The rabbit's bigger than the bunny. And there's the back of the bunny. So cute. Ooh, now this I like. Josephine Doily. They're making doilies too, but I don't know who I'd give them to. Maybe if I start making stuff like that, put them in my shop. Some people who, can shop in my shop for either crocheted products or for crocheters for stuff that they need. Oh, yes, I love this. This is called Bunnies at Play Runner. That table runner has bunnies playing. Isn't that beautiful? See that? That is so gorgeous. I love that. That's something I'd love to make for my aunt. They always have Easter at my aunt and uncle's house. And it's using Elizabeth size 10 crochet cotton thread. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Fun Filet Crochet Runner will bring a smile to all your Easter guests. And there's some for it. Ooh, my mom loves Thomas Kincaid, and there's an ad in here for Thomas Kincaid. Exclusive Thomas Kincaid Snowbell Holiday Ornament Collection. Look at that. I wish I had money for things like that. I would love to get that for her. Love snowmen and Thomas Kincaid. I mean, perfect combination. Not available in any store. Order now. Only from the Bradford Exchange. Ooh, this is a beautiful doily. Of course, I love it in the color. A beautiful vintage style doily with floral accents. Perfect for any spring tabletop. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I love that so, so much. It's made with, of course, I'm going to say it wrong, so don't get upset with me. Sheepshea's Maxi Sweet Treat Lace. Weight, lace weight, mercerized cotton yarn. One ball each. Number 179 topaz and number 505 linen. Oh, I love it. It is so gorgeous. I definitely want to get into making doilies and things again. I made them at one point in time. Not a lot of them, only a couple. Field of Poppies hot pad. This double thick hot pad is useful as well as beautiful with its colorful poppies. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Ooh, this throw is beautiful. It's not my decor or motif that I have in my house, but I have a friend who loves cactuses. She would love this. Desert Landscape Throw. I really like that. Now, the sun with the bird, tell me, does that look like a sun with the bird to you? Or the first thing I thought was a yellow balloon. Honestly, that's what I thought when I first saw it was a yellow balloon. They let a balloon go up in the desert. And then the chart real quick. Oh my goodness, I like these too. This is from the Bradford Exchange. Enjoy sassy catitudes in sweetly sized pots. Perfect Planners Succulent Collection. Look at those. Oh, I love them. At our house and making things around here the way I want it. I want to start decorating again, and I can't wait. Paw print pet mat. Ooh, I will have to make one of these because for me, paw prints are not just for dogs. Paw prints are for cats as well. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's a mat. You can put their food on it, keep the floor clean. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I've got to make cat beds first before I would make that because I've had the yarn to make cat beds for a couple of years now. Not this last year. I didn't go to Hobby Lobby's clearance, but the year before I went and I'd gotten some of that big um, yarn that's got like the material on the inside. I think they call it tubular yarn, and it's filled with the cloth on the inside. You know, a lot of people don't like it. I've honestly never used it before, but it's perfect, the perfect size for me to make a cat bed out of it. So that's why I got it. That, and I got it for, to maybe make a rug for when we get our bathroom done. But I have other ideas for a rug now. And now that we've got 3 cats, I need to make 3 beds. So I'm pretty sure I have enough for 3 beds. And if not 3 like beds, then maybe like 3 comfy pillows that can be put like on the end of our beds, and then they can lay on those. I really want to make one of those cat couches too. 1 or 2 of those cat couches for around the house. So I have lots of ambitions, lots of things I want to make. So I really need to get busy making. I haven't crocheted hardly at all this year because of being so sick, and I need to just say, sick or not, I'm going to sit and I'm going to crochet. So yes, I really like this paw print pet mat. What better way to show your love of animals than with this pet mat that's fun to make? And they use, again, I'm not going to say it right, the sheep sheaves, soft, fun, light, DK weight cotton. Oh, I like that a lot. I like this too. This is perfect for people who have a citrus theme in their kitchen. A lemon slice kitchen mat. Like that. Refreshingly fun, the crochet mat uses intarsia and tapestry crochet to bring lemon slices and lemons to your kitchen decor. Blue and white stripes throughout the kitchen mat add a beachy summer vibe. I'd like some other things on a kitchen mat in my kitchen, but I like lemons. I make lemon pie for my dad when I can. I haven't been able to stand and make it for over a year now, though, because it's just, it takes too, you have to stand and get the filling to go from being liquid to being really, really thick, and it, you can stand there for a good half hour, hours sometimes, depending on how many you're making, and yeah, it's really, really hard for me to do anymore. Let me see, designer tip. Intarsia crochet is used for the design. Using individual bobbins for each motif and color will help yarns from tangling. I have a graph for that too. Ooh, I might need to make this. I'll have to see if my daughter would like this, because I made a wall hanging. For those of you who've seen it, you know what wall hanging I'm talking about. For those of you who have not, if you go back, not this last year, but the year before, for Christmas, I made her a wall hanging. Um, and it has like the moon and the mountains, or like it has a tree, a moon. I know it has a tombstone. I believe it has the mountains behind it, and it's just gorgeous, like, you know, the sun's going down type colors. This one is, it says, like that is, um, I thought that was going to talk about it. Bring handmade charm into your home with a crocheted wall feature designed to remind you of the joys of keeping life simple. Find colors that inspire you that will complement your home or cozy spot. This one's done in all pastels, and it's got the mountain and water, and I'm assuming that's the sun back there, or maybe it's the moon. I like that one too. That one is really, really pretty. I don't know what colors I'd use for my daughter. I mean, everything I do for her is black and gray, but I'd love to, you know, with the tapestry that I did before, I used the exact colors that it was made with. So it had some yellow and purple, and it may have had a pink, or it was a purpley pink. So it had some different colors than just the gray and the black. And it had blue. colors of yellow, I think, in it. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let me see. In the World of Crochet, 40 Years of Crochet by Michelle Wilcox. And it shows some different designs that she designed. Granny on the Go bag. This is the bag that's on the cover. I really like that. And you guys know I'm going to be doing, we already done our first crochet along, which it was just me and started out with two other people, and then there was a family um, emergency that happened. So my friend Nadine had to drop out, and then it was just my friend Kathy and I who finished. Next, we're going to be doing a market bag, and I know there's more people who are interested in doing the market bag. And then we're going to be doing an amigurumi. You can do a cat or a dog, and it's a big one, so like teddy bear size, and it's good for beginners. And then we're going to do another market bag. This is nice. I think I'm gonna let you guys vote on the second one because I know the first one I know I want to do for sure. Absolutely saw it, loved it. I've loved it for a couple years. It's been in my bookmarks for a while that I wanted to do it. Um, the second one, I thought I knew for sure what I wanted, then I saw another one that I really liked. So I think I'm gonna have you guys vote on it unless I look at them again and say, okay, no, I'm really gonna stick with the first one that I saw. Um, or maybe end up doing 3 this year instead of 2, with more and more grocery stores going away from using plastic. And I think by 2025, they have to be completely plastic free as far as grocery bags and that. More and more people are going to be using their own market bags and their own disposable or reusable bags. So yeah, I thought, now is the year to crochet some and crochet alongs, start getting ready what you need. And one is going to be a definite produce bag. And then the other one, if I use the first one that I picked out, it's a cross between, you can use it as a market or a produce bag. Um, or the other one I think about is just more of a market bag, only because people like their produce bags to have um, seem to like their produce bags to be have wholly, you know, have the openings, more like look like lace work or fillet work or whatever, have the bigger openings in them to keep your so you can see your vegetables and keep them fresh, all that. Where the market bags that you're putting canned goods and stuff in, you need them to be more solid so things don't fall through. That's where I'm basing whether it's more of a market type or produce type. And this one looks more like they're using it as a purse. It says the Scrappy Granny Square Bag is roomy enough to hold all your vacation shopping purchases, produce from the farmer's market, or skeins of yarn for taking crochet projects on the go. It's a multi-use bag. I can see it being used as a project bag. It's really pretty. And there it is again. I just showed you. I know I'm showing this different than I normally do, basically because I'm feeling different than I normally do tonight. So, um, Uncommon Granny Afghan. Now that is pretty. I like this. The granny square meets the granny stripe. Two traditional stitches are joined together to make this uncommonly beautiful afghan. That is gorgeous. I really like that. I think once I get the blankets done that I'm working on now, that's going to be my next one. I am almost positive I'm going to make that. I really, really like that. Now it looks more like a throw size. Let me see if you can. Finished measurements, 45 inches by 56 inches long. Yeah, to me that seems more like a throw size, but I like it. Materials. They use Premier Puzzle Cotton Medium, worsted weight acrylic cotton yarn, 5 balls of Snapdragon, a size I crochet hook, and a tapestry needle. I like it in that yarn too, and Snapdragon is one of my favorites. This here is called the Floating Blocks Centerpiece. That's different. With one easy block, you can create a myriad of intriguing patterns. And it's made with Omega Eulali Superfine Weight Cotton Yarn. Weave loose ends as work progresses. Chain 3 at beginning of row counts as first. Basically, I guess they're calling it a centerpiece because you put it like in the center of your table. And from what it looks like, they've got a couple different diagrams for how to assemble it. And the one that they're showing right there looks like it's got just 4 blocks put together. If you see down here, that's this one right here where they've got 4 blocks put together. Now this one, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 blocks that they put together on that one. And this one, they have a strip, so it's 4 in a row. So this is alternate assembly diagram 1, and this is alternate assembly diagram 2. So basically, you work up as many blocks as you want, and you can make whatever size centerpiece out of it you want. That's different. This is called the Fibonacci cardigan. Fibonacci, Fibonacci. It says, Granny stripes me interesting math as the Fibonacci sequence makes the different rows of stripes look random when in fact they are not. Different. It's basically a cardigan without sleeves. To me, it looked like a pocket shawl at first. And this is made out of Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Worsted Medium Weight Acrylic Yarn. Definitely different. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, good. There's the back. I'm like, I'd love to see the back of it. And there's the back. I should have known they were going to show the back. It looks like it's made out of 2 large rectangles and then a small rectangle. And then the front has 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can't think of what kind of gun that is. A 4-sided, actually ends up being a pentagon, but 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, there's only 4 sides to each little panel there, right and left. I can't see if it says. Pattern notes, cardigan, small rectangle, large rectangle, pocket view, pocket border assembly. Huh. Right front. finishing armhole. Oh, that must be the armhole edging, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I can kind of see how it's like large, large, small rectangle, seam, seam. Huh. I don't know. I guess if I made it, I could figure it out. Just sitting here trying to figure it out, it doesn't look right. It looks like when I see it here, it looks like it goes up and then in here and down. So almost like it should be, that should be the middle. Not this is the middle, but this is the middle. So I don't know. But I'm going to stop looking at it for now because, I mean, I'm not going to be making it, if I ever make it, anytime soon. It's not quite to my taste, but if somebody would want me to make it, I can make it for them. Granny Stitch Inspirations Throw. Now that is pretty. Designer tip. Consider using a larger hook for foundation chains. A too loose foundation chain will be taken up in subsequent rounds, but a too tight foundation chain will pucker work. A few beginning rows of classic granny stitches with a traditional flower pattern crocheted in as you go. Lay the foundation for each of 4 a minute type panels crocheted together to form this unique take on the time-honored granny square. I have a book of mile a minute Afghans, and that reminds me of one of them that's in there. I've made a couple of them. I really enjoyed making them. Granny Rectangled Afghan. That says rhythmic stitching with color play for interests makes this a soothing and unique granny style blanket. It's definitely different. I don't know if I've ever seen one quite like that before. What kind of yarn? Red Heart Super Saver. We got a Red Heart Super Saver. 3 skeins of cornmeal and 3 skeins of orchid. It looks like there's something else in there though too. Red Heart Super Saver medium worsted weight variegated. Okay. And then a variegated with 5 skeins of Monet. I knew there was another color in there that I hadn't seen. And that is the last pattern. We have made it through the magazine. And here are all the patterns that we have seen. So please, like always, let me know down below which pattern is your favorite. Put it up a little bit closer because I know it is still a little bit darker in here and a little bit harder to see. There you go. And I will see you when I get my crochet magazine. I normally get them both around the same time, but I normally get mine after everybody else does, and I got this one earlier this year. So I can't wait to see my, would it be my summer edition of crochet? I think so. I think the last one I got was my spring edition. So I will see you guys later. Remember, you matter. Don't let anybody tell you anything else. And also, you're beautiful and gorgeous and I love you guys. And if you can tell, my mind keeps going blank tonight. So if this has been a weird flip through and discussion for you guys, please forgive me. I am on my pain meds, which I wasn't able to get when I first started having this pain. I had, actually, you guys probably don't know. My friends, I can't remember when I last, oh, that's a spot right there I'm touching. It hurts really, really bad. When I last came on and actually taped or filmed something, I know it was this week. I know I wanted to after I got home from the doctor. I went to my pain doctor on Valentine's Day. Went to the dentist the day after. So this is okay, that's right. Today's only Thursday. I keep thinking it's Sunday. Wow. Okay. Um so I haven't taped since I've been back. I went to my pain doctor on Valentine's Day, and he found out that he doesn't think it's pleurisy that I have. He thinks that it is chondrochondritis. Is that it? Is that the name of it? Chondromalacia. I had it before. It's the pain in your ribs. Costochondritis. There we go. I knew I'd remember it sooner or later. I had it last year, and if you guys remember, for those who were watching me then, I was in a lot of pain. Um, but my pain doctor, since I went to see him, and I didn't see him when I had it last time because this was just so bad, and it's what put me in the hospital. And they didn't think that that's what it was that I had. They thought I had pleurisy. When he was feeling around, he said he wasn't sure that it was pleurisy. He thought it was costochondritis because he would press and I would jump and it would hurt so bad. And when I was pressing on myself before, it didn't quite feel that way. But your body is made that when you're pressing on areas and stuff yourself, you can't press on it as hard as somebody else can. You know, where somebody else can inflict some really bad pain on you, you're not supposed to be able to do that to yourself. And I learned that in massage because I can't do trigger point therapy on myself. We were told that in class that we could not do trigger point therapy on ourselves. And we were all like, oh, yeah, right. We'll do. Yeah, you can't. Um, you have to have somebody else do it for you. And it's because it happens to be a painful thing. You've got to put pressure on a point and hold it until it finally releases and lets go. And you have to be able to put enough pressure on it for it to do that. I mean, not to say that we can't get rid of partial trigger points, but not the whole thing. So anyway, when he pressed, I jumped. He gave me a steroid injection right here, I think. Talk about hurt. I've never had an injection in my chest before. That hurt. I hope I never have to have one again. But if I keep getting this after I get sick, I'll have to, I'm sure. And he put me on pain meds. So I've been on pain meds for the last 2 days, finally, to try and help get rid of this. So yeah, like I said, I slept a lot today. I'm still out of it. If I laid down right now, I could go back to sleep. Um, but I wanted to get up and get some things done like this because I've been promising that I would get it done, and promising myself. Um, and anyway, yeah, I wanted to get this done. I wanted to work on something else and actually get something done. Oh, I almost forgot before I go. I'd gotten some stuff in the mail, and I wasn't going to show you guys, but it's another part of my order that I had put into Allie's, and I did get some cute charms for stitch markers that I wanted to show you. They're for springtime slash Easter. And if they go over well, I might get some more because they are just so cute. They are so, so cute. Here they are. This is an assorted pack. I didn't know what I was going to get. Now, there was a cute little chick that I did not get. I was hoping, there's lots of times that they have like 6 different designs and then they have an assorted pack and you're only going to get 10 pieces. I could buy each piece, 10 pieces of each, but not knowing how they're going to look, I don't, I'm like, I don't want 10 of each. Um, and these resin ones are a little bit more expensive. So I went ahead and got the assorted. Now I was thinking, because I send you 10 pieces, that maybe they would send you 2 of like 4 of them and 1 each of the other 2, so that you have all 6 charms that they were showing. But no, they sent me 2 of 5 of them and they kept 1 of them out. So that's my favorite. I don't want to show it first. This one is my, I think, least favorite out of all of them, but I love them all. I love every single one of them. So, and that's just a regular flower. And I love them all. So it's not going least to favorite or whatever really anymore. There's this little mushroom guy who is so cute. And especially for those of you who love your gnomes, you love your mushrooms that go with your gnomes. Now here's this bunny. That is also so precious. So I got 2 of these bunnies that can be used, spring, Easter, whatever, which I've shown you some of the Easter ones that I got. I have more coming. Um, this one is way, way too cute. And I'm not a frog person, but look at that frog. Isn't he adorable? I mean, absolutely adorable. And then I think my absolute favorite is this tulip right here. So that is all of them. The one that they did not send me was a little chick, and the chick, so, so cute. And I'm really, really upset that they did not send it. Like I said, I was hoping that they would send me one of the other ones. So I may have to go on after getting these and loving these so much and order the chick and just get 10 of the chick. I don't know, maybe try to get an assortment again and hope this time I get the chick in it. Um, Let me know which one you like and which one you think that maybe I should order again. If you think I should just get the chick or if you think I should get more of the others. It all depends on how quickly they sell. I'm hoping to make stitch markers out of these soon, but these would also make really good zipper pulls, small keychains. So I'm trying to decide exactly if I'm going to just do stitch markers out of these. Let me know what you would like to see. Would you like to have me make 10 stitch markers and use them all up on stitch markers? Or would you like to see me make a zipper pull? And if you would like to see me make a zipper pull, tell me which one you'd like to see. Um, yep, and I'll do it. I was hoping to start working on these this weekend, but with how I've been feeling, um, I'm kind of klutzy fingers. And plus, I have something else I need to work on. And I'm going to show you what I got to work on that's something else. But first, I'm going to show you a bead that I got that has nothing to do with this other project. It's just, where'd it go? A bead that I got for my stitch markers. Um, and it's smaller than I thought. I thought I got an 8mm, but it seems smaller than that. I have to go back and see exactly what size I got. I'm definitely going to have to get a bigger size because I'd like to have this for a keychain that I'm making. Look at that bead. Can you see it? It's got a white on the inside, and that's a little pinkish rosy color rose. It is so pretty. I wanted to get 2 other colors. This one Okay, yeah, there's, when I move this around, there's a little bit of green in there. You see the leaves on a smaller rose? So that's the bigger rose, and then that's the smaller rose, and it's got a little bit of green. Now I have one that I showed before that has a teal on the inside. It's a teal rose, and they have one that's got pink on the inside with a darker pink rose. And they've got all different colors. They have yellow and green and blue and different ones. The ones that I really liked was this white on the inside with the pink rose, and then I really like the pink one, and I want to get that. There's one that's just pink and no green or anything with it, and then there's one with a pink background that has green with it as well. So I couldn't afford everything because I was getting Easter and I was getting some other things. Somebody asked me to see if I can make a row counter. Um, and it's a row counter generally used for knitters. So I got these rings, the 10 millimeter size, because that was the size that I was told to get. That would be the best. I'm going to try to see how I do with using these. And then I got numbers, which are glow in the dark. I like them better than the white ones. I like the tan with the gold color. And then when they glow in the dark, they come up looking a little like greenish yellow. I really, really like these. Um, so I need to get to the drawing board and work on these, but I need to be making my Easter stitch markers as soon as I get, stuff for it. Plus just regular springtime stitch markers. I'm hoping to start this weekend, but if I keep staying the way that I'm feeling, which is pretty well, I've got a bad case of dropsy, and that's not good when you're working with charms and things. So I also have to put up our Christmas tree and our Christmas stuff this weekend. I told my husband as soon as since I'm starting to feel better, to get the box out, and since he's working, since he works weekends, I will try to start putting that away as well. And I want to read Anna Karenina. It's been a while since I've actually sat down and read Anna Karenina. So lots that I want to do. I will not be on Crystal's live tomorrow night because I've still been in so much pain and I don't know how I'm going to be sleeping tomorrow. If I'm going to be sleeping all day again, I just wasn't ready to do her live yet. I will be doing it. She had somebody to take my place for tomorrow night, and I believe I will be doing it next week with her and somebody else. So look for me then. And I have a live coming up on the 28th with Cindy from Cynthia's Joyful Creations. So I am excited about that. I have a couple other people I've been talking to. Remember, if you want to have somebody specific come on as my co-host, let me know and I will reach out to them. I have one person I've reached out to so far. Somebody else I'm thinking of reaching out to here pretty soon. I doubt she'll say yes because she doesn't do lives, but I'm going to ask her anyway because I've had a couple people ask me if I would. So, and she's one of my favorites. So, yeah, I'm going to. Doubt that she will, but I'm going to try. So, with that, I'm out of here. Again, let me know what you think I should do with those charms, if you think I should make a zipper pull or not. And if so, which one would you like to see it in? And I think I should get some more of them so that I can make more things with them in the future because I only have 2 of each design right now. So anyway, with that, I'm out of here. I love you guys and I will see you later. And as I already said, you matter and you're beautiful and you're gorgeous. And I will see you soon. Didn't mean for this to go over an hour, but I guess now you guys have a long one to watch since I haven't been on for a while. Later.